Hello everyone! Today I'm going to learn how to get to the nearest 10 to add. Before we begin, remember to have your whiteboard and marker and follow along with me. And if you don't have a whiteboard and marker, get your pencil and paper. You will also need your 100 chart, the one we used a couple of weeks ago. If you don't have it, pause the video right now and go get it. Ready? Let's go. So, before we start adding, we're going to take a look at our 100 chart. Look at the numbers that are highlighted. These are the tens. The tens are all the numbers that are in this column and end in 0. For example, if I started in 10 and I add 10 more, 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 10 is 30, plus 10 is 40, plus 10 is 50, plus 10 is 60, plus 10 is 70, plus 10 is 80, plus 10 is 90. All of these numbers, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, are my tens. And I want you to remember this because this is going to be very helpful when we are doing our addition sentences. My first number sentence is 19 plus 3. If I look at my 100 chart, I can find 19 and say that the next 10 after 19 is 20. How much does it take from 19 to 20, or how much more do I need? I need to add one more. 19 plus 1 is 20. But wait a minute. My number sentence is not 19 plus 1, it's 19 plus 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a number bond under the 3. And I'm going to say 1 and 2 make 3. If I had to make a number bond under the 3, my numbers would be 1 and 2. So now let's try our strategy. Today we're going to try a strategy called the arrow way. And how does this work? I'm going to write down 19 and I'm going to draw an arrow. And that's what I need you to do right now on your paper. Draw an arrow and write the number plus 1 on top of the arrow. Because 19 plus 1 equals 20. But wait a minute, there's 2 more that are left. So then I draw a new arrow and I write plus 2 on top, and that equals 22. So the first thing I did is I tried to get to the nearest 10. That's why I did 19 plus 1 equals 20. And then I added the rest. So I said 20 plus 2 equals 22. Okay, let's try it with a different number. My next number sentence is 26 plus 7. Let's have a look at the 100 chart. What is the next 10 or the nearest 10 after 26? You're right, it's 30. So if I counted on from 26 to 30, I would say 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 26 plus 4 is 30. If I made a number bond under my 7, I would have the numbers 4 and 3. So now, let's use the arrow way. Okay guys, you know the drill. Now it's time for you to do the arrow way on your own. Get your whiteboards and markers, get your pencils and papers, and try it out. You can do this. 26, and I draw an arrow, plus 4, equals 30. And what do I have left over? 3. 30 plus 3 equals 33. Let's try it with a different number. My next number sentence is 34 plus 8. Again, let's look at our 100 chart to find the nearest 10 after 34. The nearest 10 after 34 is 40. If I counted on, I would say 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. That was 6 jumps. 34 plus 6 equals 40. So the number bond after the 8 would read 6 plus 2 equals 8. If I look back on my arrows, on your marks, get set, go. Would say 34 plus 6 equals 40. Plus the 2 that are left over equals 42. What I'm doing is I am breaking down my ones in order to get to the nearest 10, and then I can add the rest. Let's try it with a different number. My next number sentence is 47 plus 4. Let's look at our 100 chart. The nearest 10 after 47 is 50. If I count on from 47, I would say 48, 49, 50. 3 jumps. 47 plus 3 equals 50. That means that the number bond after my 4 would read 3 and 1. If I look at the arrow way, I would say, this is the last time. You can do it. 47, draw an arrow, plus 3 equals 50. But I still have one more to add, so I draw another arrow and I say 50 plus 1 equals 51. Remember, we are breaking down our ones to get to the nearest 10 to add. Now it's your turn to try. Go to the worksheets and let's see if you can solve them using the arrow way.